Welcome to As the Story Grows. I'm Brian Patton. Today we welcome Self-Deception frontman Andreas Clark to the podcast. Self-Deception will release their Napalm Records debut, One of Us, this Friday. Andreas talks about trying to make your living as a creative person in Sweden, the push to keep trying to make music and entertaining work as a career, the band trying to find their place in the musical landscape, the themes and ideas behind One of Us and the artistic direction of the band, and more. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of As the Story Grows. If you're brand new to the podcast, welcome. You can find links in our show notes or at asthestorygrows.com for our mailing list, our Discord server, and our Patreon page, where $1 a month gets you early access to every episode. And if you bump up to $3 a month, you get the Casual Metal Podcast, the After Dark Podcast, both of which will have new episodes releasing soon. Enjoy today's conversation with Andreas Clark from Self-Deception.
It's about to go down, down, down. This motherfucker go down, down, down. Back to make it loud. Do you have the guts? Are you one of us? See the fire in your goddamn eyes. It's time, look alive.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, you don't have an accent, which would imply you're not originally from Sweden?
Actually, I am from Sweden. It's just
Okay.
my mother is from the US. So
Okay.
I have a little bit of an accent, but not enough. I can fool an American.
You can fool an American. There you go. It works. Yeah. Now that I'm paying attention, I can hear a little bit there, but that's cool. That's cool. Are you originally from Stockholm or close-ish?
Yes. No. I am from Stockholm, but now I live close-ish to Stockholm.
Nice. Is that just older, not wanting to be interested in living in the city and more space, or what?
No, actually, it's a compromise with my wife, so I can do music and also have children, and we have the help. It's actually very hard to be married to a musician that's away all the time. So
I'm sure
it's a very good compromise.
Yeah. I know through talking to various people, like for a long time, Sweden was very supportive of the arts, and it's probably a little easier to be a musician there than in America. Is that still the case? Do you still get support, or is it getting harder as, I don't know, capitalism kind of messes with everything?
No, I guess it's easier to pursue being a musician, but like I guess I've been doing the rock, being a front singer in a band for about 4 years, I guess. But I've worked as a musician for about, I don't know, 16, 17 years, maybe 15, 16 years, something like that. And I've been an entertainer before then. But I mean, we have 10 million people in Sweden. So I mean, it's always going to be the best people that can do something are always going to be able to do it. I mean, we have a lot of opportunities for people that play music in here, but I would say maybe it's because the competition is way more fierce in other places. We have for example, we have the most songwriters per capita in the world in Sweden. We have a very good system, and we have a lot of music in school and stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that'll pay your bills if you want to.
Right. And as the internet explodes and streaming, you're not just vying for the attention of everyone in Sweden, it's everyone globally, and you are fighting for the same audience and ears, and it's a nightmare.
No, it is. I've been lucky in my life to be able to do what I've done for so many years, and extra lucky that I've been able to pursue my career so late in my life, or that it actually started working after I was 35. You know,
right.
It's not everybody tries to or holds on to a dream for that long. So
it gets in you and you can't let it go.
Yeah.
What was the first moment, whether it's a band or a music video or album, that connects you to rock music or music in general, where you're like, oh, this is a thing I want to pursue? And
So how can I just ask, how old are you?
I'm 41.
Yeah, okay, so you know exactly where I'm going down, what lane I'm going down. No, there was a time where there was IRC, and there was the download where you could download music online.
Yeah.
What was it, Napster?
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and that corresponded exactly during a time where I was maturing as a very very or started to get, my hormones were running, and,
Yeah.
and and I was kind of an odd dude, and I got to hear this. That's through downloading stuff off of Napster. I got to hear this guy, the singer of Stained. Do you know what that band is?
Yeah.
And he had a way of talking about how he feels in the songs in a way that I've never heard a band. I've never heard a man talk about. Say it in a way that he did, and I was like, oh, really? Maybe I can do this stuff too. So when I was like 13 or maybe 14, I wrote this song to impress a girl, I guess, in music, and for the first time, like, I was an odd dude. Like I said, I got to everybody listened to what I had to say, and it was the first time, and after that, I was just hooked to it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. What, I mean, obviously, Sweden's got a lot of songwriters. It has a rich, like, heavy metal history and pedigree. But what was your experience in the music scene in Stockholm and trying to, like, form bands and play music?
To be honest, this is actually pretty funny. Is that so the band name Self Deception comes from me and my drummer that got together when we were 17 or something and tried to start a band. The other guys told us that the style of music that you're playing is it'll never work. It'll never work around here in Sweden, or you're just deceiving yourself. So we said, okay, it's self-deception. You know? Yeah. And so we just that became our band name after that, because the guys that we broke off of said that we're tricking ourselves trying to do something that's already been done, and also doesn't work around this area of the world. You know,
but
maybe Linkin Park would work. It worked, but that was the only household name that we had around here. Otherwise, it was, like bands like different kind of rock, like Rammstein and all, like different. Yeah, it wasn't the American younger kind of rock. That I guess we were trying to make it as,
Yeah. That's fascinating. And I did wonder, like, because, Swedish death metal is such a high regarded thing. And, you guys are more in the hard rock, kind of metalcore adjacent, but more in the rock vein. How that was playing and working in Sweden, and how those scenes differentiated. But I guess if people didn't think you were going to make it, that answers that.
Yeah, no. So if I could break it down, I mean, our guitarist, he is a metalcore guy. He likes all the metalcore, the very artistic and technical kind of stuff. And myself, I mean, I've worked as an entertainer. I've been doing Bruno Mars for years, even though I love like bands like the emo stuff, like the Used, and that's what I'd like to listen to, but that's not what I've been doing. So I mean, it came down to like whatever all of us liked, and we kind of had to just work out. Every song just became what it became. And I mean, even if we try to do something that's like outside of our genre, I mean, I'm still the singer. We still do the same song production. We're still going to have the same guitarist that wants to do his ways, and it is what it is. There's like maybe some bands try to find their sound. Our sound like kind of became what it became what it was, or is. So it's we never thought like we want to be like this band or this. We want to do like something like this. the epiphany when it when we got to do something new. It was like, oh shit, we're in control of what we want to do. What do we want to do now? And that's like the through line from like before 2020 until now. Like we just want to try something new. And if we had a hit song that has done really well, and somebody asks us to recreate, try to make a version 2 out of that, I will tell them that no, we created this out of experiments, and we are going to continue experimenting till we find the next thing. We're not going to try to recreate something that we did good. So yeah.
You guys put out Shapes in May of 2020. Sweden didn't have same lockdowns as a lot of other places in the world, but how was that experience of releasing that album while a global pandemic is happening?
I will tell you, I'll actually get down to this in detail because this is a big part of our career. We worked really hard for a while. This is before we started quitting our jobs. You know, we just poured a lot of our private time into this, and had girlfriends and wives and friends that just give this up, guys.
Yeah.
Like stop doing this. And so we worked really, really hard. And just before the release, or actually on the day of the release, I mean, COVID hit like everybody gradually. Yeah. But the day before our release party, the promoter asked us, "Okay, are you sure you want to do this? It's getting like people are getting cold feet here, or what do you call it? Cold feet, yeah."
Yeah.
And the day we had our release party, the streets were empty. So I mean, this is basically the day that Sweden said stay at home. Yeah, that's when we had our release party. So we sold out, but we had maybe like 35% of people that turned up. No, actually, I have to say, nobody ever asked us back for the money. Nobody ever asked us back.
That's great.
Yeah. So that wasn't. We didn't have to refund anybody. That's very nice. No, but so that's what happened, and it was during that time. Like I said, I've worked as a musician like way before. This was our job. I worked as an entertainer, I guess, in different kind of projects, as like doing galas or just cover band stuff, or being or just supporting artists, you know, just playing music. And the day or when this when COVID happened, I had no work. I had no work at all. So and also my wife was we were just about to have a kid. Mm-hmm. So my wife had a stable job, but she had to go on parental leave, and we didn't have any money. So pretty much she was supporting us. Off of parental leave. I had a small amount of money coming in from before like we started making real money off of self-deception. So that was a really tough time, and I had to learn to get to know myself in a new way, and get to know my wife in a new way, and also the band as a whole had to like learn how to tackle real problems, you know. Yeah. But I guess like out of this, we started to work a little bit more remotely. We started to do something that we want to do, and started to finding a way of approaching both writing music and what we want to do with it in a new way. So it was both a very bad thing and something that actually made us get to where we are. It was tough times that forced us into certain decisions, and forced us into a new way of thinking that I'm not going to say it's the 100% of the reason, but it's a lot of it's a big portion of it that is what made us what we are today. Yeah, was what we had to go through during the pandemic. Yeah.
Destroy the old you before it destroys you. Everything was made just to bring you down. The world keeps trying to say, if you don't belong, don't belong.
There's a visual shift with the band. You got all the real dark blacks with the pink coming through and all the visuals.
Yeah.
It's on the website. What led to that aesthetic choice and change?
So if I am the person that was it, I'm trying to translate this from Swedish to English. Yeah, I'm sorry. If I am the conceptual, the concepts of all the songs and what we write in the songs is up to me.
Yeah.
The visual master and the visual king of our band is our drummer. Okay. He has a way of just seeing something and just creating something out of that. His vision that. It's very hard for me to explain what he does. I mean, but he finds an idea that I sometimes I think he just gives me an idea that I think he's like, this, you're an idiot, man, don't do this. But yeah, he has a very good way of like trying to, and even if he's off a little bit, he just finds a way to make everything work. And he contacts these artists and he just makes and something awesome outside of our music, and just like makes it correlate with everything. He's great. I would like to say exactly what our plan was, but I got to say I don't know. He's the master. So.
New album's called One of Us. That's the opening track on the record. What led to that being the title of this record, and what kind of things were you drawing from as you were writing the lyrics for this album?
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, One of Us is one of the first songs we went out on a big tour. We went out on a big tour through all of Europe. We went to the UK and we did all the festivals in Europe, and we went to Canada. And just we played so much, and during this time we also had the pressure that we have to write new music. I mean, back in the day we just used to sit in the studio, but that hasn't been the thing. So we had to come up with a lot of stuff like on the road.
Yeah,
and One of Us was like the actual song "One of Us" was just a thing that we realized quickly in the during the tour. We said we need more pit songs. We're a very poppy metal band, but still, I mean, we don't have enough mosh pit songs. So we were like, okay, what is this? And we started talking about it, and like every night when we're not playing, there's always people that come from. Doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're in London or if you're in Warsaw or south of Spain, the southest part of Spain. I mean, there's always people that come for your stuff, and we felt like all of this is connected. And the thing is that like you wouldn't believe the feeling that you get when you have the same kind of connection with your audience every night. It's more like a family. It becomes like a family, we're all talking about the same thing. We all love the same thing. So it's like, we're all together with this. And so we thought like, okay, let's write something for the audience or for the people, about the people that we're writing it about, that we can use also when we're playing. So that's the whole idea behind that song. And I guess thematically for the whole album, that kind of like was a through line then. Nice. But then a lot of the songs are about very like abstract stuff. Like I talk a lot about political stuff in our songs. I have done for many years, but I never choose an argument and say that this is my thing is right and this is my political view or something. I ask questions, in every song. And like when you're on tour, you realize that the world is different for every place you come to. I mean, like my problems in Sweden, when I go up in the morning and drink coffee and watch the news, it's not the same thing when I'm down in the Netherlands. It's not even close. But it's the same questions, but it's not the same problem. Yeah. And so I guess that's something that we brought with us, and we could write it in a way that we'd have never done if we hadn't been on tour.
Yeah.
Then that said, I mean, since we finished our album, we've been doing a lot of studio time at home, and so I guess next album will be something else, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's yeah. I guess that's the best thing. Like I get asked that all the time. Like, what's the thing for this album? And it's 100% just meeting people and being on the road, and how life is different from like changing your kid's diaper to going out, closing down a place that is on like several countries between, and there's so many things that are different, and that's your life right now. And your life right now is all is about if you get to take a shower during the night. It's not about it's not about wiping my son's ass. It's like, do I get to shower this night?
Yeah.
You know? So
this album's coming out with Napalm Records. How'd you get connected with the label?
So Self-Deception has for a long time been we've been experiencing a situation where we need to expand. You know, we've been having to have there's no way, not even today, there's no way we can handle the amount of work that we actually need to do. And so we thought, like, maybe we need we need more professionals, and maybe actually having a label work with us is not a bad idea, even though our past 20 years or 15 years have been shit with labels. So we threw out our manager threw out some hooks, and I guess Napalm had the best arguments and had the best offer, and to be honest, just the best people. There's a lot of personal, like how you approach something that for us you have to be an entrepreneur as a band, but like something with Napalm, they have some quality to them that is very direct. You know, we don't need promises. We just want people that do whatever we want, where we want to go. And if we agree on this, let's do it together. And Napalm are very, very much so. Yeah.
Nice. Album's out May 15th. You guys are spending all summer playing the European rock and metal festivals, and then you know, on the road through Europe in the fall. I mean, do you enjoy that just road warrior lifestyle and being out all the time, or with the kids at home? Or are you just like, damn, I wish I could be there?
So I'll break this down to you. We have some people that like to party too much in the band. Of course we do.
Of course.
When it comes to the amount of work that we have to pour into it, it doesn't work, you know. And myself, like I said, I've been working as a musician for so many years, and I am myself a sober alcoholic. It took a long time for me to get to clean up my shit. And for me, so I'm always out there to work. So, I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, I get to meet to miss my family, and I get to meet people every night that love the same thing that I love. So I mean, it's both sides. I mean, if I'm home too long, I'll miss the touring. If I'm on tour for too long, I'll miss my family, and you know, it's pretty much both. But I guess I couldn't do one thing I wouldn't do well without the other, you know? I'll actually stick you a little secret here.
Okay.
I'm gonna cook something up here. No, actually, we have a song that will be released on the album that wasn't that we actually we wrote this after actually sending our label the entire album that was finished. And we said, no, we have one more song. We wrote the song the last like 2 weeks, and we don't want to wait until the next. And we were like, oh, this is going to be so good. We got to use this as a single. We want to push this in front of everything. And they're like, or a label, they're like, okay, all right, you got enough good song, guys. You have enough great songs. We're all good. And so no, we were like, no, this is gonna be the best ever. This is gonna be that song. We got to move this in front of everything. And so we sent this to them, and they're like, okay, all right. Pretty good. All right, cool. We put this on the album, and then at the end of the day, they said, no, we can't push this as a single, because there's a couple of how do I say this in the right way? There's a couple of politically incorrect things that won't work for the that are in. Not algorithm, but just there's we crossed a little bit of a line.
Okay.
I'm not saying far, one little part of a line that will be like, okay, no, you can release this, but you can't have it as a single right now. So if you have something to look forward to, look for the song "Goddamn Me" that will be out the day we release the album.